Again, the fact of the matter is email is going to remain for the foreseeable future our default way of communicating. So we'd want to keep it as efficient and as manageable as possible. So what we're going to be looking at is how to configure your email so it kind of works like a to-do list almost. So to do that, I'm going to, you can see we've already got our labels set up from the last video. I'm going to go to Settings, hit the gear here, and then right down to the third option and choose Settings. This will look a little overwhelming at first, but we don't need to worry about too much of this right now. You can play around with all of this stuff, but it's not necessary for organization right now. I'm going to go to the Inbox tab, and then we can see that we have a couple different types of inboxes what we can choose. What I'm going to choose right now is a priority inbox. Okay, and that'll all make sense in just a moment. Once I click this, now it has 4 sections. Basically, it's going to ask me what order do I want to see emails in. And I recommend that you always have the unread ones at the very, very top. Okay, now what I'm going to do for my own sake is I'm going to go to the second option and I'm going to choose one of my labels. And those are kind of hidden right here in More Options. So I click on More Options and I'm going to choose my Action Required label. Okay, so that's going to be the second thing that shows up. It'll be unread emails first, and then action required emails. And then I'm going to go down one more, back into More Options, and I'll choose Awaiting Response for now. Okay? Then you have to remember, and this is kind of old school, you have to scroll all the way down and you have to save these changes. That's very un-Google-like, but in this case, that's what you have to do. So now you see what my email turned into. I don't have any unread emails, so it says, woo, they're all done. Here's all the action required emails I have. Here's all the ones I'm awaiting responses for. And here's stuff that I just didn't label. I might archive it later on, or I might get to it later on. It just didn't fit into any neat kind of label at the moment. So let's look at what that used to look like. If I go back into here, and there's a little shortcut, there's a little drop-down triangle right there, and I'm going to go back to the default email. And it looks like this big jumble. Okay, it's just in chronological order. This is the most recent email, and it just keeps going down to the older emails. But again, if we want it to be more organized, more streamlined, we choose this priority inbox option, and then that'll go right back to this neat and tidy way.